say good morning, Sunday.
The 26th of April. Now this weekend was supposed to be Austria's first Drive It weekend, where classic car owners all over the country would take their cars to shows and generally have a great time with them. Obviously that's not happening, so the best thing we can do is go to the garage and do some prep work for tomorrow's first startup of the year. So welcome to the garage here on a Sunday afternoon. We've got a few jobs to do before we do the startup tomorrow. So let's get to it. First thing to do, well, not essential for starting up the car, is to fix something which I didn't do, or which I forgot to do last time, and some eagle-eyed viewers of the last video noticed that I hadn't done it, which was to fix the center console in properly with two retaining screws that I missed out. So I'm going to do that first. First thing we need to do is to take off the cover here to get to them. Yeah, these are the screws that I didn't put back, so I'm going to do that right now. Okay, that's not going anywhere. Good. So, job number one, done. So a couple of weeks ago I changed the spark plugs, and these are the ones I took out. They don't look too bad, a bit oily perhaps, but otherwise not too bad at all. They were BP 5HSs, and I've actually replaced those with BP 6HSs to see if they make any difference. Next thing we'll do is check the oil. It's okay. It's to be a healthy amount in there, just on the high. Fairly clean. I changed it the end of last winter, so we've only done about 1,000, 1,500 kilometers since the last oil change, so Hopefully, well, I guess we're not going to be doing too many kilometres this year, so I guess by the end of the season this year we'll be due for a change. Next we'll have a look at the car dash pots. Have a nice squelchy sound, which means there's some oil in there. Let's just have a look. Got a pot of special SU carburetor damper oil here, which I'll use to top it up. Not much needed because I think that's pretty in the top. There's nice resistance going down. Let's check the other one. Yeah, that's seems quite okay. Let's put a bit in. Yeah, nice resistance going down there. Okay. Next thing to check is the power steering fluid. As I've said in previous videos, I've had quite lucky with this car. The steering box hasn't leaked so much. So, let's give that a wipe. It's not a very clear indication there. You can see there's the marker. So let's pop it in. Yeah, you can see we're sort of nearly, well, 3/4 of the way up there. So look in the radiator cap. It's nice and clean, and I can see I've got plenty of clean water in there. While we're at it, we'll just check the underneath of the oil cap. Yep. It looks okay. We'll have to remember to just disconnect the coil and the petrol pump before we start her up tomorrow, so she doesn't flood and doesn't start firing and there's no oil around the engine. Let's check the brake fluid. Yeah, that's all clean and full. Did all that last winter. Okay, and the washer bottle has some water in it too, but that's not so important at the moment. On the last fill up of the year in October, I made sure I put some petrol stabilizer in the car, so that will have helped keep the petrol fresh while it's been standing. So that completes the pre-flight checks. I'll see you back here in the garage tomorrow for the startup.
Monday.
Okay, so oops. So we're in. Let's open the door. Okay, so the first job is to disconnect the coil and the fuel pump, because we don't want things happening before there's any oil circulated around the engine or any fuel flooding the carburetor. So then unplug the coil and unplug the fuel pump. Or connect the battery. So it's been on charge, it's been on trickle charge all winter, so it should be in good shape. Okay. And also reconnect the isolator switch there. Okay, so let's get in and give it a go. Okay. So let's start with the startup. First, we just crank the engine and see what happens. So we've got ignition and we're in park. So no choke. Let's just turn it over. Okay, so that's the first turnover, about 10 seconds. Give it a few seconds and then I'll do it again so we can get some oil pressure up. Okay, one more time, because the oil pressure is still not lighting. The oil pressure light's not on at all. Still. Okay, so I'm going to connect the coil and the fuel pump. So reconnect the coil and reconnect the fuel pump, and let's get back in. Okay, so this time we'll give it a little choke and see what happens. Is the fuel pump filling up? Give that a few seconds and let's go. There she goes. Keep the choke out. There we go, she's going, yeah. Is she going to stay on a bit of choke? No. Ooh, come on. Can't rev it too much to the neighbours. Keep it going. Sounds okay, yeah? Choke doesn't want to stay out. Let's just pop out, make sure nothing's leaking. Right, can't smell any fuel. The fuel lines are all dry. Just have a quick check underneath. pretty clean too. Okay, so I think we'll switch it off and just see if we can move her out of the garage a few meters just to get the wheels rolling. You did it. Go. So that's the first startup of the year, done and dusted. No drama, unfortunately for you, but fortunately for me. I'll be getting her back on the road in a few weeks, so please join me for that. In the meantime, have a look at the other videos, subscribe and like and comment, and I'll just say bye for now and thanks for watching.
Yeah, I think that sounded best.